Hello, hello. We're back at it again with some Xenogears. Happy Friday. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. How you doing, Noobly? Good to see you. Hopefully my mic is okay. Yeah, looks like it's all good. Wow, it's been a little while since we hopped on Xenogears. I think a little bit past, what, 7 or 8 days? I feel like last time I played was on like a Wednesday or a Thursday. So it's been like quite a minute since we were back on this. Yeah, I've been looking forward to this. Nice, nice. Yeah, me too, me too. Yeah, things really started to heat up after we ran out from Solaris here. And we're still kind of a little bit pissed off at Citan. Like, I feel like he could have done a way better job at literally everything. He is Gaslight, Girl Boss, Gatekeeping, all the information that we need. Is Citan baby girl? Do people say that still? But yeah. Seems like right now we're making our grand ol' escape. We should honestly just leave him behind. Yeah, he gaslit Fei last time. Gaslighter extraordinaire. I feel like bro is just the gaslight. Like, he is the gaslight. Anyways, though. Probably got to check in with all these guys. They probably won't have too much to say before we go and run off. But we'll see. We'll start off with Tuesday. I'm not in giant form, so it leaves something to be desired. If she could do that on command, though. Ah, okay. Jessie is baby girl. Citan is gaslight, gatekeep, girl boss. Okay, I see, I see. We're learning. I have to get my mother and father to a safe place quick. Yeah, isn't this Mama? Fei, now we're in the same boat as you. Where's Papa? Papa is gone. I don't remember. I think he went to like go and like hold people off or something. I swear I remember seeing him for a second. It was morons in Solaris. I hope they've learned their lesson. Did they? Did anything even happen in Solaris? We kind of just ran from the cops. Hurry, run away. Yeah, run away. Yeah, that's right. Better make proper preparations before you flee, so consider this Hammer's last closing down sale. Oh, we can shop? I feel like I don't have a lot of money. But I guess. I don't know if there's anything I want here. Accessories? Yeah, can I say something extremely unhinged and weird? Yeah, go for it, go for it. This is a safe place. Yeah, and we're good on all this too. We've already done our shopping. Fei, let us hurry. It will find us here easily. Although I can't say if YouTube will let it go through, but just know that I might. What if Citan pissed himself and got embarrassed and started crying? I see. I think he doesn't really seem like the type to piss himself. He doesn't seem like a piss boy. This country wasn't like this long ago, I think. Oh, maybe I was just too young. FaZe Kim, let's go together. Let's go. Alright. How we feeling about the party? Do I want Bart? Bart's cool. I feel like I want Ellie. Can we have Ellie? Or was she doing something? Yeah, this is like the goated comp. And then another save. Also, did I see that right? Hold on, let me check the party again. Were we allowed to use... Oh, we can use Emeralda. Is that the first time we've been able to use her? I kind of want to. No, we'll stay with Billy. We gotta keep daughter safe. Yeah, you forgot. You forget scientist hyperfocus. Scientist hyperfocus. I did forget it. Oh, you meant like for Citan. Maybe. I won't outright deny it. I feel like it would take Citan being under incredible duress to force a sort of piss self scenario. Oh. Okay, well, no one's at max health, so we won't instantly die. But crazy that these guys end up being like regular mobs that just show up. Yeah, hyper-focusing can do that. See, I forgot I need to realize how bad I need to go if I get too focused on something. Oh, I guess the HP don't matter. What's duress? I mean, it's just like intense stress. And I don't think I equipped Billy with the right equipment here. Maybe we're better off running. Let's try and run. Eventually we'll run. Okay. Billy, what are you doing? Why are you lacking? We did maybe need to give him the match lock. Equip. Yeah, the match lock should be a little bit better. Then as for everything else here, honestly, I just low-key hate Citan. I want to see him be humiliated. Valid. Citan does suck. I think I was okay with Citan up until last session. For real. I was like, oh yeah, he's just keeping shit. Whatever, you know, like, people are allowed to keep their secrets and all that, but like, I feel like last session really, like, to the detriment of everyone, Citan was really keeping too much, like, held to his chest. Oh shit, we don't have any ammo. Well, that sucks. Oh, that's gonna really suck. Here, we'll drop a bomb on him. Bury alive. I don't think that did anything. How do we reload again? Let's see. Equipment. And then we have to, like, let me see. Was it items? There was a way to do it. I had beef with him after the Cozy JRPG starter town was destroyed. Fair, fair. We did see him like hide and shit there too. Wait, do we just not have any ammo? Oh no. Wait, I need to go back. We can go back. This is why we make that save. No more trouble. No more problems. What kind of ammo does the matchlock use? One of these bad boys? Yeah, today was a pretty, like, chill day at work, but also kind of tiring. Yeah, I don't know where the ammo goes into. Time for a funny question. Maybe it's the other ammo that I didn't see? Because I thought it was... I bought both of them. This is a better... Oh, we gotta use these. It was like wind or something, right? Let's just buy like 3 of each of these. And we may as well get a couple of crimson vests too. I think these will come in handy. Yeah, there we go. I'm feeling like wind ammo is the play here. And then we'll do the G70. Well, cast members most likely to piss themselves, and who in cast would use Twitter? You seem very infatuated with the piss idea tonight, Noobly. But, Twitter, I mean, I feel like pissing themselves would have to be like one of the kids, right? Maybe they're not like potty trained or something. Or still bad at it. Past that though, Twitter. Twitter is for the freaks. I feel like the freakiest of everyone in the party. I need to give it some more thought. I'll keep the 2x support because I do like that. The stamina rings though, it's just better for us to be running any of the other stuff, right? Oh, we didn't make anything. No, I'm good. Piss is funny. Make a save here. I feel like it would be silly to find out that Tuesday uses Twitter. But the real answer, I feel like... Citan feels like the type. I would say Citan feels like the type. If only because there's that bit of Twitter like going on recently where it's like everyone is like vague posting all of the time. Yeah, this time we have Billy and we can choose to heal from like an ether ability rather than use items. If Billy gets a chance to not be confused. I hope we break out of it. HP 1 is a wild move. Are we done? Are we doomed? Ellie's still alive. You know what? I guess we will use an item. I don't want to keep using my Aqua Souls though. But yeah, I feel like Citan's vague enough to be like always on Twitter and engaging in the like engagement farm ass tweets. Ellie likes yaoi, so she would use Twitter. Who among us? Is there a better place for yaoi? I don't know. I don't really see Ellie too much on like as like a Twitter user, more so like a like I don't know. She might be on like AO3 or something. Is that a website? Is that a thing? I feel like I remember that being a thing. Fei's banned from Twitter because it'd make it come out. Yeah, it would just get him real pissed off, and then he'd like transform. Oops, oops, oops. Oops. Oh, if you're concerned about like spoilers, I think we're already past that point. Because like, we already had that moment with Citan, and he was all like, all right, now that I've got you alone, I can finally talk to you face to face, id. So it's like, yeah, like, our theories were already resoundingly confirmed, I feel. Unless we're also getting gaslit by Citan there too. Which wouldn't be all that crazy to think. But that just feels like so out of pocket. Like, there's no way that isn't the truth. Alright, it's been officially revealed, yeah. Yeah, and I mean, I feel like we called it very, very early on too. Like, it was like pretty quick to read, I think. Ellie would be a Tumblr user. I miss Tumblr. I used to use Tumblr. Girl boss, gatekeep, gaslight, genocide. Yeah, I mean, that do fit the bill for Citan, don't it? How you doing, Waterman? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. We've got Billy as guns. I'm a happy camper. Yeah, fortunately, not too much missed quite yet. We are working our way to, I believe they said we're running to like a hangar. And we're just gonna straight like base jump out of Solaris here. You chose Billy over Green Daughter. I don't want to bring Daughter into combat. Like, can you imagine if you were playing like a Dragon Infinite Wealth and you chose like, oh yeah, I'm gonna bring Haruka to come fight with me. Or like you're playing like Trails from like Azure and you're like, okay, yeah, like I willingly choose to have Kia beef it with me while I fight these like demigods. It's like, it is a vibe, but like we don't want to bring that danger into her life. Yeah, Daughter's getting combat though. The incentives. I'm just glad that these guys seem to die from one death blow. We're not out here having to do like crazy combos. Daughter power creeps Ellie. Yeah, she didn't really... I don't remember what her, like, potential was listed as when we walked into that room and they were like, oh yeah, infinite potential and blah, blah, blah. I was like, Because isn't she, like, a cyborg? Did they say she was a cyborg or an android? Oh, save. I know, like, there's, like, nano machines involved. We're talking some, like, Metal Gear shit. But yeah, I'm sure it'll be, like, all the more clearer as we, like, move forward. Because there's still a lot to be discovered about, Emeralda. The answer is yes. Yeah, because my line of thinking is definitely leaning more towards, like, her being a cyborg. Like, maybe there are, like, biological bits, like, in there. But she's mostly, like, nanomachine. I hate fighting these guys. Well, Billy's got elemental attacks, right? So would this theoretically actually do damage? Nope, it still sucks. This area of the map's kind of interesting. It feels like they were really trying to throw me in for a loop there. But we managed to kind of zigzag our way through pretty quick there. Hopefully I didn't miss anything too big for, like, loot. That was, like, by pure chance. Like, it seemed like there were, like, a lot of routes to go through, and we kind of just ended up at the end here. Saying goodbye to Solaris is hard. This is my home no matter what. The home is pretty evil, though. Guess we're almost there. Exit, exit, exit. Ooh, the sky is blue. The hangar is just over there. Alright, almost there, Hammer. Oh, we can buy a gun, probably. Here I am. I came all the way. This is the last of the last. Don't let your guard down yet. This game sucks. There's no yaoi or homoerotic subtext. Strong in some things and weak in others. I feel like they could have maybe leaned into something a little bit with, like, Fei and Bart. They could lean into something a little bit with, like, maybe Bart and Billy. I don't know. No, not Bart and Billy. Bart and Billy is a little weird. I kind of could only really think of, like, Fei and Bart. Stop. Oh, this fucking snake, man. I called it frame one that he was a freak. Why you choosing now to heel turn on us, Hammer? You waited so long to do this bullshit. Literally, like, the moment we saw him, I was like, oh yeah, he's kind of shady. And then, like, time after time, I was like, oh, maybe he's just kind of weird. And that finally happened. The shoe finally dropped. I'm asking Miss Ellie to return with me. What are you doing, Hammer? Don't move. I'm serious. Don't be silly. What happened, Hammer? I promised to I promised to a man named Krelian. He won't change it if Miss Ellie is returned. Change it?
Hammer, damn you!
I really don't want to do this to Miss Ellie either. Really, I like her very much, but I have no other choice. Because I'm no good. I don't have the strength like Bro, or the smarts like Doc. I know everyone thinks of me as some annoying handyman who talks too much. I know that. Imagine Billy being gay would be so peak. Imagine him having to deal with the sinful feelings towards other men. Yeah, for the time, right? I just don't know if I would put Billy with anyone in the cast, personally.
Hammer.
I'm different from all of you. I'm not special like you. Cap, he's been giving us all these connections and been, like, having us, like, squeeze by through shit, if that wasn't, like, related to Krelian, I mean. He's got connections. A normal guy like me has no choice but to do this. Is he gonna shoot Ellie's mom? Don't move. Stop. Stop. I won't stop. Ever. My child's in danger. And I'm her mother. Yeah. I was born and raised in a normal family. I'm not a soldier like my husband and daughter. I never touched a gun before. Much less have one pointed at me. That's why I'm shaking. But I can't stop it. I'm a normal mother, so there are things I must protect. Ellie, slowly come here. Don't worry. I'll protect you no matter what. Mother. Ellie, come here. It's alright. I don't know if it's alright, Medina. I'm thinking Medina might die here. No, don't move. No. It's alright, Ellie. Fei. No, don't go. No. Don't go. Don't. Mother? Man. Alright, everyone dogpile his ass. Everyone dogpile his ass. Mother? Hammer's too weak-willed to call his bluff. Oh shit, never mind. Yeah. Mother. Mother? Mother.
Leave the girl here.
Can't help but feel a little bad for Hammer. He has no self-worth. Yeah, I mean, it is tough. It is tough. I think the right choice there would have been to... I feel like he was able to be talked down there, but no one really said anything. Because, like, when he was like, oh yeah, I've got nothing, I'm just a normal dude. Like, anyone could have stepped in and been like, come on, man, you've been with us this entire trip. Like, you're not normal. You've done, like, extraordinary shit up to this point. And, like, you don't need to, like, do what Krelian wants you to do or whatever. And that might have worked. And there might have been something there. But everyone just kind of stayed silent and let him, like, kind of fester in his own thoughts. Like, Rico maybe could have gotten close, but low-key, maybe Ellie's mom going in as quickly as she did kind of got her killed. But hindsight, 2020, who knows? Groff, damn, at a time like this? Everybody get ready. Kind of mirrored to Ramses in that way. Yeah, I mean, this is the team. Sorry, Ellie, I know your mom just died, but like, we need you to like square up with Graf. Yeah, and if I've learned anything, always target the mage, caster, healer. They're always the first to go. I never noticed how similar Ramses and Hammer are. I feel like I don't know too much about Ramses yet. Is that hitting everybody? It feels like it's targeting just Fei. Youch. Okay, but it was only a Fei attack. I'm chilling. Now, do they absorb? Who knows? Let's see. Hit him with a rock. I'm gonna say is Ramses has 0 self-worth and hates himself. I mean, it seems like it the way he's constantly tied himself to like chasing Fei to, I don't know. He just seems to be like a Fei chaser. And I know there's like more to it. I haven't seen them heal, so for lack of a better strategy, we're just gonna keep swinging. We don't need to do some crazy like combo stacking. Oh, that is a cool attack. Oh, Billy, please live. Unfortunate. Billy's my DPS. He can't go down. I need him. He's also my healer. Unfortunately, he plays many roles on this team right now. Yeah, there's a reason it'll all be revealed, yeah. I'm sure more of these characters will make sense as soon as we get to experience being with them longer, for sure. Don't go for Billy. The Ellie dropkick? Ellie's strong. She won't die. I need to like, do I have any speed stars? I don't. Oh, wrong ability. How healthy would they make these guys, you feel? Oh! don't want to lose Billy. Billy could get one-tapped by Graf, but we just hope that he doesn't. Nobody's hurting. Maybe we're better off attacking with Billy and then having Ellie do the heal, the resurrection or whatever. Yeah, because that means once we get to Billy's turn, he can do like a full-on thing. Oh, he's gonna die. Oh, we lived. So glad Fei stopped being a little bitch. He seemed like, for lack of a better word, pissy earlier. I can handle characters being a bit whiny, but Fei was starting to get on your nerves. I can understand that. Also, hello, Sky. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hope Mario Party is treating you well. Last I was there, it looked like, I think, Glitch Phantom was, like, taking lead. Like and subscribe for the gears. Thank you, thank you. We're getting, kind of humbled. Let me go ahead and pin that message here real quick. Gosh, yeah, I hope we can get rid of this. Anna won by 10 coins. Wow. It was the money buff. She was like Miss Moneybags earlier. Like when I tuned out to like get ready, she had like 110 coins or something like that. It was like a crazy number. Yeah, Mario Party is always a good time, though. It's been ages since I played Mario Party. Like, I think the last time I played it was 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Someone brought their, I think, a GameCube. They brought a GameCube out, and we were playing, like, Mario Party 5 in their backyard. But that was, like, the last time that I played it. Use your AP for combos. Yeah. I mean, right now, oh, nice. It's on the graph. Huge. I might just stack some AP here. It's vibes, yeah. I like when Graph does this because it doesn't hurt as bad as it seems like it should. Let's just get real silly with the combos here. Well, let's get silly with our attack damage. Get fucked, Graph. That's pretty big. I do think I should heal Billy again, though. I hope Graph just does, like, that weird, like, jumpy, like, attack. There we go. Good. Yeah, Graph's normal, like, combo just feels really, really strong. Nee, what's your favorite Girl Scout cookie? I love me a lemon up. We're big lemon heads. So like a lemon cookie is my like absolute go-to, like goated favorite. I don't know where I got that taste from, because like nobody in my family fucks with lemon like I do. I just kind of like ended up that way. My favorite are the Thin Mints. The Thin Mints are really good. I think after the lemon ups, my go-to would be pretty basic. The, what are they called? Like the, they have a new name because they stopped being called Samoas, I think, because that was like appropriative or whatnot. Okay, Ellie's dead. Can I call you Oni-chan? Ah, here it comes. The beginning. We expected this day might come with our new name. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Although it is strange to me because I am the little brother of my family. We are the youngest. We are also kind of old now. Well, you're older than me. Yeah. We're gonna be 30 this year. I will grow old in my 30s. The age of 30 is in demand. It's okay, I'm still hip with the kids, 6, 7, all that jazz. Also, hello, Brando. Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Hopefully you're doing well. Oh, shit. I need to send you an invite to something. I don't think I sent you an invite to something, but I don't... It feels like I haven't seen you in real life in a minute. Hopefully you're doing well. Yeah, Graph kinda chunky. Hopefully the defense down doesn't mean this kills Fei. It's been a while, yeah. I've been seeing so much stuff about... Hey, there we go. I was about to go on a tangent, but it looks like that isn't going to be necessary. A boss defeated. Huge. Ah. He's going to be like, alright, well now I'm going to drop the kid gloves and we're going to get bodied.
You've gotten better. However...
Oh? Oh, damn, Papa! I don't know if you're gonna win even with that gear, but that's kind of baller.
I'll take care of this, everyone. Escape now.
Ellie's about to lose 2 parents? Father! Huh. You both dote on your child.
Yeah!
Oh, fuck.
Ellie, go now. Ellie, no matter what happens, believe in yourself and go on. We'll be happy to help any way we can. That's the least I can do to make it up to you. Ellie, you're Medina's daughter, my daughter, no matter what, so...
Boy, that was short-lived. He didn't really get to do much of anything. Father! Oh, have I overdone it? You had no time to say goodbye. But don't worry, I'll let you meet again on the other side. Damn, he kinda got done so dirty. It could never happen to Cassius. If they did that shit to Cassius, like... That wasn't Cassius. How could you do that to my father? Oh, she awakened. To have that much ether control in a non-awakened state. Impressive. However...
Whoa, what the fuck? What the fuck is going on? Ellie, everyone.
Oh, my boy here about to activate the fucking Grendel. Just keep sleeping. Are we gonna like wake up and like it's all been like dealt with?
Sir, the gear's moving by itself in the hangar. What? More details.
Oh? It doesn't need a pilot? It can work autonomously? Oh shit. Wait, that's kind of baller. Okay, so like, yeah, Omni Gear. Don't worry, Nia, it's completely safe for work. I mean, we're okay with not. 18 plus server and all.
Come on, you devil. I'll be sure to kill you this time. That's it. He came all this way just to be killed.
Imagine like Ramses just dies. That's the last we see of him. There he was. Yes, it's clear. It's nothing like the half-assed stuff we've dealt with before. Yeah, I figured. I don't think he'll get off the stage easily this time. Fei's mental energy seems to have been weakened, and it's similar to the old days now. What's so amusing? His feelings haven't changed over the years. Maybe you have mixed feelings. Judging by that, that implies that Fei is the same person from back then too. So they must have like brainwashed him. They must have like reconditioned him and like reset his mental and like just sent him away rather than killed him. Probably because he was still too useful to like keep around as like a resource for Solaris. Don't be stupid. By the way, what about Ramses? You want him to bring her back? Too late. Kara has already left. I really want to say it's a waste of time, but I guess it's alright. He probably made it easier to control it. Nevertheless. What? How can you continue to fight without a chance of winning? Isn't that what you want? Though I induced you to feel that way. But we're almost there. Our only actual example of success. Let's take good care of him. What her true intentions are, I don't even know. We're going. This place will soon be gone. I agree. We should do Kara a favor and save him. Shouldn't we? Now, I don't remember who Kara is. Like, I know that's like one of the like Solaris names or whatever, right? It's been like a minute. I've heard Kara a couple of times, and I know we've seen them, but... Ellie, are you okay?
Ellie!
Oh, everyone got off? Before Fei turned into, like, it?
Ellie, have you come to your senses yet?
Citan. Maria?
Yeah, we were saved when we were thrown out into the sky. The rest of my crew were already picked up and they're in the Yggdrasil right now.
Oh. Fei. What about Fei? Is he on the Yggdrasil too? Solaris, that red gear. What's going on, Citan? What happened to Fei?
Calm down, Ellie. Fei is alright.
Fuck you, Citan.
So he's already in the Yggdrasil, right? Maria? Calm down, Ellie. Listen. Fei is riding in that gear. That gear is actually Valimar in the true form after transformation.
It's so silly to... Why is Citan British? Oh, I haven't really been trying to do that, but if it slipped into British, whoops.
What? Another Fei within him has awakened. Fei and Id are the same person. You're kidding. I don't believe that. I'm not lying. We saw it with their own eyes. The very sight of him turning into Id. Stop. Stop. Ugh.
Yeah, they don't pay me the big bucks to do the big anime yells. I feel like we got that big... Damn, the way the fucking, the Weltall, the Valimar, like, just kind of popped into existence behind him right there, that shit must have been moving fast.
Fei is Id? Don't be ridiculous.
Oh, goodbye, Solaris. Damn, so, like, if we blow up Solaris, what happens? That's kind of like the big bad, no? In a way.
Quick, take cover. The Solarian-based energy descending from the upper atmosphere is equivalent to a reactive weapon.
Fuck them, they're fascist anyways. Yeah, true.
Gonna get caught up in it? Yggdrasil, get moving!
Yo, where that bad boy gonna land, though? Oh, right, it was in the ocean. All good. Nothing of value was lost. Yeah, rip bozo.
You made it. Somehow? What the?
It's that red gear. It's coming this way. I mean, is it still... It wouldn't attack our friends, right?
Damn. We're spotted. Ellie. Citan, what now? What should we do? What? You're asking me what to do?
There's someone on the deck. It's Ellie?
What?
Does Ellie think she can, like... what is it? In Avengers, like Black Widow, Hulk, like... So the sun's coming down real low or something? To, like, Fei?
No, Ellie, return immediately. I'm going to do this, so please, allow me to do it. It's too dangerous. I know. But it's just like when Fei put his life on the line to save me. It's my turn to save Fei. As long as it helps him, I don't care what happens to me. Ellie.
Are we gonna have to do a Ellie Fei fight? Oh shit.
Fei. You've come to die, huh?
Yes. If that's what it'll take, if that is what will satisfy you, then kill me. Now.
Good girl. Now die! Let go.
Fei, I won't ever let go. Fei, please, return to the real Fei.
What?
What kind of color does pink and blue make again? Fei, please. I think Ellie gets off on being called a good girl. Time and place. I kid though.
This woman. I knew it. Ellie. Damn it. He's awakening.
Oh, Ellie's alive. Cool. I was like wondering if that might have done her in. It could have done her in.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, Ed calling her a good girl. She's probably a little bit into it. Crazy.
I did not want to say anything until I was sure. I was on a secret mission by orders of Emperor Cain to monitor Fei. He ordered me to determine whether Fei would be a threat to the world or not. The contact. That is what the Emperor calls Fei.
The contact? Are those face paintings?
This is your conclusion.
Yes, Your Majesty. This is the answer that I chose myself.
Albert, you think you can do it?
Yes. Humans have the potential. Managers are no longer needed.
The contact is not our enemy.
Yes, as you say, Your Majesty. If Fei is...
Then I leave it up to you. I atone for my crimes by doing so.
It could be paintings of his incarnations.
Albert, the long-awaited man of God, who will take the people born in this world with him to a new horizon.
Such is the destiny of the contact. That is what the Emperor called Fei. He did not tell me why he called Fei that, though.
Who the heck is he, then?
He is Fei, but he is also the one who destroyed Elru, caused Kar serious injury, sank the Yggdrasil, killed Rico's subordinates in Kislev. Need I continue further? He is... id.
What did you say? Id? What do you mean?
He... Fei, that is, has dissociative identity disorder, also known more commonly as multiple personalities. Dissociative identity disorder, or multiple personalities. It is a mental disorder where one person has multiple personalities.
It can't be real.
Oh, but it's very real. Fei is living proof of it. I've been watching over Fei, who has a destroyer personality within him named Id. In the beginning, he was stable. His disassociation did not occur at all while he lived in Lahan for those 3 years. But then after Lahan was attacked, things changed. Little by little, the numbers of incidents of his disassociation and their lengths began to increase. It's been 3 years since Lahan got attacked? And then at Solaris, a complete manifestation of it occurred. What brought it about? It was fine when he was in Lahan, right? My guess is that the appearance of Graf affected Fei somehow. You probably know that Fei worked with Graf as the assassin id before he was brought to live in Lahan. Oh, 3 years since he was dropped there. Okay, thank you. I was like, damn, I didn't realize we were doing this for 3 whole years here. It was then that Elru, the homeland of Dominia, was utterly obliterated. Graf was intentionally provoking the manifestation of id within. For want of a better word, Fei.
What purpose?
To destroy God. That is what Graf was saying. That is all I know, although there might be more to it. But one thing is certain. Graf was encouraging the manifestation of id, but did not have adequate control over him. In other words, it was too much for him to handle. Yes.
You said that's all you know. Well, there might be more to it. What did you mean by that?
I shall go on to explain that now. Actually, that is the most important point. Okay, Citan finally fucking talking, but I still feel like he's gonna be hiding bullshit. There is nothing you can do.
You understand well. Just as I expected, Citan. Or was it dark?
Oh, I like how they're kind of fading both Fei and id here. I've been wanting to meet you, id. I wanted to talk to you. I guess it is all due to the machine which cuts the nerve connections. Anyways, what is Fei doing as of now?
Fei? Which Fei do you mean?
There is more than one. He's got 3? Because there's id, there's the little kid, and then there's the Fei, normal Fei.
Id. The one you call Fei is asleep.
Is sleeping.
When I am awake, he sleeps. That is why he has no memory of what I do.
Why does he not know?
It's obvious. He is my subordinate. He cannot peer into my memories. He should not in actuality even exist. That man forcibly created his personality. Fei is a tenant in the room of cowardice.
That man?
Our father, Khan. He sealed up my personality in the deepest recesses of my consciousness. Through some inexplicable reason, that is when the present Fei was born.
When you said cowardice, what did you mean?
Why ask about him? You think you can do something?
It is rare to be able to talk to a real schizophrenic.
Huh.
Yeah, why did he call it a schizophrenic despite the fact that DID and schizophrenia are different? Yeah. I was gonna kind of mention that right here too, because I remember you making a point of that a little while back when I was talking about, maybe when I was even theorizing that Fei had different personalities going on in his head. As a scholar, I'm extremely intrigued.
With friends like you, Doctor? I like you, Citan, but he is insignificant. After all, he is just a failure. A coward like him does not deserve to be Fei's existence. A pathetic one who has always fled from reality. He never did one thing against me when I control him. A coward who refused to live. He should have been erased, but he continues to exist. Why won't he disappear? Damn it. It makes my skin crawl just being in the same body as him. Let us change the subject. I would like to know how and why your personalities were split. Since you are the one in control, I would assume you would know the story. Normally, personalities do not split as they did with you, unless there was some sort of past trauma. You want me to talk about my memories? Don't misunderstand. I haven't given you the right to question me. Just because I am held down by this machine, don't push your luck. If I really wanted to, I could break the restraints and crush you. Don't you forget it. Then why not do it? Shall I tell you why? You do not have complete control over Fei, do you? Your control of him is incomplete. To break those bonds would require a tremendous amount of mental energy. Having used up your energy, Fei would return again. Basically, you would have to leave the stage. Obviously, the day you'd be able to return is indeterminate. Hence, you will not do it. Am I mistaken? So you know me too well. I don't have complete... What's wrong, Id? You forced me on stage. He's waking. Under normal circumstances, I would have been able to hold on. But I can't. This is all that woman's fault. Her existence makes Fei resistant. You mean Ellie? That woman. The same. Everyone must eliminate. I do not understand. I do not understand it. You don't need to understand. But when the time comes, just take it as it comes. Reality and death. I'll eventually get to you. Be seeing ya.
So yeah, either Citan is an incredible liar. So this is not a flashback, I think, because this is all happening after breaching Solaris and all that jazz.
The emotional portion of Fei's present personality was sealed up by his father through some method. And now with the cleared foundation of Id's personality, in computer terms, it is like constructing a mock personality on top of the compatible portion of the OS. And that is the reason Fei has no memory of his past.
Made in the 90s, just like us. I think Xenogears is a little bit older than me, right? What was the Xenogears year again? I always ask and I never remember. Xenogears came out in 1998. I'm older than Xenogears.
And those 10 or so years of memories are under the supervision of Id. As long as Id does not willingly hand over the memories, there is no way for Fei to know, since he did not even exist before the time Id was sealed up. The present Fei's personality is an underdeveloped one which was built upon within the 3 years of living in the Han, studying and acquiring other people's reactions.
So yeah, the game is far from an accurate representation of DID, but it does get some things right. The evil altar is a problematic trope, but it's not trying to be accurate, and it was made in the 90s, so I'm cutting it some slack. No, yeah. You definitely gotta, meet stories where they, come from, in a way. So, everything is a product of its own time. Of course, some things are written to be, timeless, but not everything has that luxury. What's going on here? We are kind of expanding on a little bit of I guess DID, I don't know, mental illness type shit. Our homie's got a problematic altar. He goes sicko mode and destroys everything for the bit.
The 3 years of living in the Han, studying and acquiring other people's reactions.
Hence, he does not know how to fully cope with sudden or emotional situations. Ellie, you are the one who has spent the most time with Fei, so I would assume you would understand this. Citan, fuck you, man. You were with Fei for 4 years, and you're being like, oh, Ellie, you spent the most time with him. Not trying to portray deity accurately, it's used to further the themes, and it's clearly dramatized, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if everything were, like, scientifically accurate, like, that does negate some storytelling elements. Like, if people acted rationally, like, some stories would just not exist, and this is, like, one of those cases, you know? Were there not times when he would be psychologically unstable? For example, he would be manically depressive and then have sudden fits of rage. Yes.
But his present personality is but only a temporary one.
That is not what I am saying. The present Fei is one singular personality. It is just that structure-wise, his personality was constructed on top of its. Hence, placing Fei at a lower hierarchy. Yeah, it's not trying to portray deity accurately, so I don't think this game's use of it isn't that problematic. Yeah, the keyword being that problematic, right? Because of course there's still like some semblance of it. Like obviously, for someone who maybe doesn't have any previous exposure to like the symptoms of the like disorder and all that, it might paint a picture for like a majority of people who like have to deal with that, which is the kind of like downside. But it is kind of explaining some things. It's like what's better, to have people like blindly like not understand something, or understand it to a certain extent but not in the like best way. That is why when it is active, Fei has no recollection of it.
That means he might eventually be overtaken by it.
Yes, if it were only it and Fei, but that does not seem to be the case. It only manifests when Fei's mental energy is in a weakened state. It is a mystery in itself that the lower level personality is Fei. Or that the lower level personality has any control over the upper level personality of id. It is obvious that there exists a third personality. It calls this existence the coward. In my observation, this coward may be the fundamental personality of Fei. So come to think of it then, yeah, this game wasn't made for representation, yeah. In other words, its manifestation is not controlled by Fei, but it is controlled by the personality known as the coward.
That means what?
At the same time, it resents this coward. He also obviously fears it. From a certain point of view, this coward is the one assisting in keeping the present Fei in control. I do not know the reason why this third personality, Fei's fundamental personality does not come out. If this one awakens, it will become one with id. In other words, there is a possibility that the complete original personality may be restored.
Is that for sure?
Probably, but I do not know how to awaken it. Before I had the opportunity, it disappeared, and he has been like that since. Basically, as long as nothing happens to Fei, that would challenge his existence, mind you. Fei can be himself, but his surroundings do not allow him that opportunity. It would be best for him to live in a place that is peaceful. Yeah, Citan be leaving out important information for no reason.
That is Lacan, no, the Dark One, Graf's second advent. We must restrain and seal him up, otherwise we don't know what may occur.
Cease this at once. May we at least wait for Wiseman to return before we make any resolutions?
Although a tactician, why do you place so much importance on him? I have been silent all this time since Khan's death, since he was directly recruited by the Queen. However, I question why you would use such a person whose principles lack any understanding of sacrifice.
Well, that is...
You must look at reality, the existence of that power. Hold on. What's this Graf's second advent? The day of the collapse was brought upon by Graf. Graf manipulated Diabolos into destroying this world. And that power within it is far too similar to Graf's. We cannot allow such a hazard to be set free. We ought to immediately freeze him in carbonite. Otherwise, expect the worst at any moment.
Freezing in carbonite. Is there like a basis to that, or is that just the Star Wars thing? Because up until this point, this is the only other instance I can think of that wasn't Star Wars that was like, oh yeah, freeze them in carbonite.
No, but isn't the present Fei the real Fei? If that's the case, then why?
But he is still far too dangerous, think about it. He single-handedly annihilated the Solaris capital. We can't set him free. Not only that, in the past there was countless other cities that were destroyed by id. I don't know their intentions, but Graf and Krelian were always involved somehow. And one of those incidents was Elru. It was Dominia's homeland. Solaris' purging of the rebellion city of Elru was done through the use of id, to test his capabilities. As a result, not only was Elru taken down, all the Solaris units present were wiped out. He's responsible for the Eags and our... So he was the one who killed my subordinates in the sewers.
What's wrong with you all? Aren't we supposed to be his friends?
Yeah, I mean, there's like I feel like you gotta cut him some slack, you know?
It appears everyone else is in agreement. The risks are just too great. Citan, no. That's terrible.
It's decided then. You will be scheduled for carbon freezing tomorrow.
I heard about it from Docket. Who would have ever thought within me lies another me?
Oh, wait, I read that wrong. He was like spacing out the id.
Id. Who would have ever thought within me lies another me? But you're the same Fei I've always known. You returned to your old self. Please don't be obsessed with it. They say I'm the second advent of Graf. The one who destroyed all of this world. It seems Graf used to be a land dweller named Lacan.
Oh. Oh. Didn't I call that too? At some point, I feel like at some point I was like, hey, yo, imagine Graf's Fei's dad. Just make out already, you two. The bars are getting in the way. Well, not really. Those gaps are pretty big.
They're not thinking about what they're saying. They're just confused by your powers. Graf called me the one who would destroy God. In a way, I can understand what he means now. Although my id power isn't good enough. If it has the same quality as Graf's, Let's escape. If Graf or the war brings out id, let's go to a place where no wars exist. If you did that, you'd be... That's alright. I don't have a place to go back either.
You know what? Fair. It kind of seemed like Ellie didn't have any friends in Solaris. Solaris is destroyed. Both of her parents are dead. Why not? Their chemistry's so great. I love them together so much. And here I was like, yeah, sure.
Thanks, Ellie. But no. Even if I left the battlefield, there's no guarantee that it'll never appear again. Besides, I tried to kill you. You're still okay with that?
That wasn't you, though. Oh, and also that. Well, I guess it was you, but...
Then you could have killed me if you really wanted to, right? The other you, its power is nothing like that. But you still didn't go through with it. You knew when it was enough. Isn't that because your will was in effect?
They do help each other grow, though. Yeah, I do like that.
If you were to be controlled by it and all those around you became your enemies, I'd still be by your side, because I know it's lonely to be by yourself.
Oh, shit. This is definitely a flashback, right?
I'll open it now. Let's go, Fei.
She could just open it? They don't have someone, like, with a key to, like, make sure he doesn't get out? I mean, it seemed like they were really concerned about Fei being, like, a danger to the world. They just, like, have this shit, like, unlockable from the outside like that?
Ellie.
All right, yeah, I guess we're out.
I thought it was about time for you to come.
Oh, Citan. Lockpicker, I guess.
It's no use trying to stop me. Even if it's you. If you get in my way, I have no choice but to...
Nah, I mean, like... I prefer that it's Citan. Let's beat his ass.
That is no way for a lady to speak. I just came here to see you off. I refueled Valimar. We are ready to go any time. Citan? But, Ellie, you cannot use your gear while it's under repairs. What? Then what am I... You know that Omni gear. What if you borrow it?
Citan, no, don't you fucking dare, man. We saw her, like, affinity. Rare footage of Citan being a homie? I don't think so. I think he's trying to get Ellie to awaken this gear for some reason. For some nefarious evil purpose.
No way. I can't take Shavat's property without permission. Ellie is the only appropriate person for that gear. Nobody else can operate it. No. Never. I won't ride it, ever. Ellie? What's wrong? I'm so scared. That's why I'll never want to do it. This is a problem.
How about if I ride with you? Who? Seems like everyone was okay with just, like, them leaving. I guess that makes sense. They were still Fei's friends. Maybe they just didn't want to, like, say it in front of Zephyr and Shavat?
Everyone?
Sorry, Fei.
I'm sorry. Sorry. No. Thanks, everyone. Now I know you hate to leave, but we should get going before dawn. I did some work on the radar, so it should work fine.
Also, welcome, Anarchy. Good to see you. Good to see you.
They've left.
They? Where?
They went far away.
Go.
We have a Billy. Now we need a Mandy. I was so sad to open up Tubi and find out that Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is not on that, but a lot of other shows are. I've been having like Edda and Eddie and Courage the Cowardly Dog and like Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends just running on in the background most days.
Kane, make a ridiculous setup with Hyuga. Or making a ridiculous setup with Hyuga.
He certainly has his deficiencies compared to our digitized existence, which permits us to use a higher level of higher level of logical thinking.
He is restricted from his human form.
Regardless, with just one machine, he annihilated Etranok. His powers must not be underestimated.
It's a lot of cum in chat.
We're already short of time. The key. Use the key.
So Etranok was another name for Solaris?
Even you are beginning to feel the pressure.
Yeah, where are they now?
Krellian, what is Kane's situation?
The usual life extension treatment. We'll hold out for a little. Longer.
Does that mean we may not make it in time?
I wouldn't know. You spoke of using the key. Can you be sure that he can be eliminated? That we do not know. You know who he is.
If he is the contact, there is a possibility he may not transmigrate.
It's an organism composed of multiple generations. It's a matter of probability.
That does not mean we can just remain idle.
Yes, at this rate, we are bound to make the same mistake. But we cannot fail a second time. Well, don't worry. I've sent Ramses to deal with him.
Well, that doesn't inspire confidence in the polycule, right? Because don't they hate his ass?
What can a failure like him do?
Yeah.
He couldn't even defend Etranok. What can you expect from trash like him? Even if he has the anima relic?
The relic.
The relic we recovered before he's been aligned with his gear. There shouldn't be any problems now. He should be able to use his full power.
You're going to take the task yourself. Although he transmigrated, wasn't he once one of you? I don't understand you.
I've thrown away all feelings of human emotion. All I need is her.
So is Ramses like a duplicate of Krellian?
But isn't that also an emotion?
Of course.
Is that a blunder?
You are irritating. Do you wish to cease your existence?
My hand is on the power plug, guys.
Fine, we shall leave it at that.
Wait, how is it a polycule if there's only two of them? Wait, is there only two old like weird digitized like existences in there now? I swear I was seeing like 4 different faces.
Hellheim. Yes, this is the place. I want you to bring her here. She's an important woman to me.
Oh damn, okay, there was only 2 faces. I've been doing like a bunch of different voices for nothing.
She's an important woman to me. Don't be ridiculous. Why do I have to listen to you? If you need her, go get her yourself. You're quite right. But can you say the same thing after looking at this? This is... Your gear and the anima relic have been aligned. This is the Omni gear. Now she is with Fei now. What? Losing those battles against Fei again and again. I believe it's because of the difference in the performance of the gears. I think you'll be able to use 100% of its abilities. So how about it? However, if you still fail with this, you are truly trash. Ramses, will you go?
Also, hello, Flash. Good to see you. Good to see you.
Car, are you going?
Yes. I must get rid of him with my own hands. Be careful.
I believe in you no matter what the others say.
How goes Citan Betrayal? It's a mixed bag. We got out of Solaris. We 100% confirmed that Fei is id. Solaris got blown up by id. And now Ramses seems to have an Omni Gear with a relic. So who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen?
What loathsome Fei. What a loathsome name. I worked my way up on my own. But he ruined it again. That signal. It's him. I'm not trash. I'm not worthless.
He's right behind us, isn't he?
What kind of gear is that?
This tangent y'all are on with the tears, with the water emojis. It's crazy work, y'all.
Omni Gear, and according to the readings, it's clearly different from the one Bart's using or the one in Shavat. You think it's the perfect gear?
The Metal Gear!
Perfect gear. Remember what Citan said? He said that the Omni Gears are controlled by mental waves. The power, the potential varies depending on the rate of synchronism. The numbers indicate complete synchronization.
It's getting closer.
Slow. Too slow.
They're catching up with us.
Your performance is sad. Huh. I knew you'd be there.
Ramses?
Turn Lieutenant Elheim over to me, Fei.
What? Why do we have to turn Ellie over to you?
Oh, I get it. It's Krellian's idea, isn't it? I don't think so. You can't expect me to comply. I can take her by force if you wish. But then don't ever expect to be able to hold her in your arms ever again.
Fei!
Don't worry. I'll protect you. Impressive words. Fei, I intend to take everything away from you.
The classic misdirect. Ramses doesn't know where to channel his anger, so he's channeling all his hate into Fei.
This is your final warning. Hand over Lieutenant Elheim now.
I refuse to.
Are you sure you want to refuse me? It'll be too late for you to change your mind later.
Stop your stupid boasting.
Men will do anything but go to therapy. True. Like an abused dog. Yeah. Yeah, I get that with Ramses for sure. It's like kind of sad. You have a little bit of pity for the guy.
Well then, I'll have to show you if I'm boasting or not. So be it. No holding back and no holds barred. Come on, come on! What poor form! What's wrong, Fei? In the presence of my vendetta, your Valimar is only an infant. Incredible. This undeniable difference in power. Myung, are you watching this? At this rate, and with this power, I can defeat him.
There's like kind of a bloom going on here. It's a little dreamy for Ramses.
Ramses, listen. I surrender. So please stop attacking us this instant.
What are you saying? If you do that...
It's me he wants. I can't drag you into danger just over me. Stop attacking, Ramses. If I'm what you want, then just take me.
Win. I can win. I'm not the worthless one. Ramses, can't you hear us?
He's lost himself in the overwhelming power of that gear of his. Fei, we better run.
It's over for you, Fei Fong Wong.
Oh.
I'm not worthless. I'm not the worthless one. I've even taken out the lieutenant too. Damn, I forgot my orders. Oh well. To hell with Krellian's orders.
He's crashing out. He's crashing out hard.
Damn. Bleeding. The bleeding won't stop. If things don't change, this right Ellie's not gonna make it. Ellie. Hang in there, Ellie. I'll save you, I promise. Ellie!
Fei may be Asian, but he's got that white boy energy. Yeah, a little bit. We should probably make Disc 2 moment. Do I have Disc 2 ready? I'm like cautious about how to set up Disc 2. You don't see this. This isn't real. Disc control. Which one did I load in? Was it the bin or the queue? We're using the bin. Okay. You didn't see anything. The lawsuit isn't real.
Dreaming. I was dreaming. Perhaps it may have been but a long-forgotten memory. A dream. A memory. Things remembered when one is asleep. Things forgotten when one is awake. Where the deepest layers of memories become the outmost layers of one's dreams. Which are reality? Which are illusions? One cannot tell until one awakes. Or perhaps they are at the same time both truth and fiction. A vast nebulous, with no boundaries, an emptiness equivalent to my own existence. I dreamt such a dream, a long, never-ending dream.
Character time, get used to this. I mean, I like to read, so this is okay with me. If we're about, like, all reading all the time, like, I play visual novels on stream. I am totally cool with it if it's good.
Look, gone.
Oh?
Lacan, what's wrong? Lacan?
Oh, chair time.
In that dream, I was called Lacan. I was an artist. I had become recognized as a talented artist, and now was painting the portrait of the Nissan mother, Sophia. No, it's nothing. Let us finish for today. You look rather tired. Are you alright? I'm fine, thank you. Now that you mention it, shall we stop for the day? You must be the one who's tired, Mother Sophia.
Enough of that now. When it's just the two of us, would you stop calling me that? Just call me Ellie. As you used to in the old days. And you don't have to be so stiff and formal.
Feels more like a plot summary than actually experiencing the story a lot of the times, though. Alright. Very well. No, I mean... yes, let's do that, Ellie. So she was getting called Ellie way back when.
Ellie. It was a time when she went by such a name. A time when we had met up with one another. A time when nothing mattered between us. It was better that way. Just two people together. It was better to have left it that way.
I think I might go back home. Only for a week or so.
Oh, really? What's the matter?
I ran out of paint, so, I need to go make some more.
You're going all that way just to do that?
If I don't go there, I won't be able to get the right pigments.
Oh. Then how about I have one of my followers, the Kahal, take you in one of our gears? You'll arrive quicker, and you'll be much more safe.
I lied. I wasn't out of paint. I just feared that I would finish the portrait. I wanted to keep painting forever. So I wanted to buy time. She'd probably despise me for that. No, she'd probably just give me her usual smile. She was that kind of woman. Dreams. The life of a man named Lacan. And the lives of countless other men. All but dreams. Now that I'm awake, those countless numbers of long, heart-rending dreams are almost impossible to remember at all. In those dreams, I loved one woman. No matter the day, no matter the era, that did not change. Nor did her name. That dream changed me. That dream was the catalyst for me to resolve what my purpose was. I think I know now what I have to do. That long, long memory of a dream. Perhaps it was the memory of my soul. Oh, Ellie in the chair too?
A dream. I was dreaming a dream, or perhaps it was a memory from a distant past. A dream. A memory. Those words I was unable to convey. That day. That time. Those thoughts I was unable to carry out. Words and thoughts, the connection between the two. Without words, thoughts cannot be conveyed. Without thoughts, there are no words. They're both as vital as each other. They can never be divided. Like the wings of angels. Like a man and a woman.
That is making me think about, like, the fact that the church does have the statue of, like, two one-winged angels supporting each other. I see the symbolism there between, like, Fei and Ellie here.
An unchangeable destiny. Feeling one's wishes one could change. Meeting with the person who would change me. And watching myself change. I dreamt such a dream. A long, never-ending dream. Lacan. Lacan, what's wrong? Lacan? In that dream, I was called Sophia. Mother Sophia. A symbolic name, crowned upon the person who would be the people's hope. A name I was destined to have whether I wanted it or not.
Oh, there were two writers in the for the story here. Ah.
No, it's nothing.
Let us finish for today. You look rather tired. Are you alright?
I'm fine, thank you. But now that you mention it, I'm a sucker for good romance, regardless if it's yuri yaoi or straight. Read The House in Fata Morgana. That is, bar none, my favorite romance story of all time. Shall we stop for the day? You must be the one who's tired, Mother Sophia.
And if you don't read it, I did do a stream of it. Wink, 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 nudge, nudge. We have a playlist. Emphasis on the good part. Yes. Good. Incredible. Probably the best.
Enough of that now. When it's just the two of us, would you stop calling me that? Just call me Ellie, as you used to do in the old days. And you don't have to be so stiff and formal.
Oh, alright. Very well. I mean, yeah. Let's do that, Ellie.
Alheim. I've always liked that name, because when I first met him, that's what he called me. That's my true name.
I feel like Utawara Ramona also has some pretty good romance.
I think I might go back home. Only for a week or so.
Oh, really? What's the matter?
I ran out of paint, so, I need to go get some more.
You're going all that way just to do that?
If I don't go there, I won't be able to get the right pigments.
It's interesting that they make you do this back to back twice in a row.
Oh. Then how about I have one of my followers, the Kalal, take you in one of our gears? You'll arrive quicker and you'll be much more safe. I wonder when it started. That he started refusing me. The walls between us, our positions, our circumstances. He refused to recognize these. No. Maybe it was me.
As much as I love wholesome ships, toxic ships can be fun to explore too. Yeah, true.
Therefore, I didn't want them. I wanted the two of us to be ourselves. That's what I wished for, so I had him paint me the way I really am.
Like Griffith cuts.
Dreams. A life of a woman named Sophia, and the lives of countless other women. All but dreams. Now that I'm awake, those countless numbers of long, heart-rending dreams are almost impossible to remember at all.
Damn, Sky coming in here with the random cum shot too. Wait, pause. I didn't mean it like that. Chat jumped as I said that. Now I look like a fool. Welcome back, Sky. Welcome back. It's been a little while, but...
In those dreams, I loved one man. No matter the day, no matter the era, that did not change. Only his name. That dream changed me. That dream was the catalyst for me to resolve what my purpose was. I think I know now what I have to do.
That long, long memory of a dream. That perhaps was the memory of my soul.
Whoa! I think I see Fei Fong Wong. Kind of looks like a grower. Mysterious old man. He's finally awake. Here you go. I'm healed. He's Asian? Oh, you know it's true. You've been sleeping in the nanoreactor for 3 weeks. Nanoreactor? Who are you? Me. I forgot my name. Some people call me Tara. You seem to have recovered completely. Those were terrible wounds, but maybe your youth and strength helped. What about Ellie, though? But your friend's wounds are more serious. It may take a while longer. My friend, Ellie. Ellie. Hey, quit staring at the naked girl and come over here. Little turnaround. Little flushed emoji, Faye. Oh, Ellie turned to us? Ellie? Taura. Oh, fuck off. Why is Citan here? Faye. Doc. I heard from Tara and hurried over here. Boy, was that lucky. We're fortunate to have come down near Tara's research facility. This is no research facility. It is a man's hideaway. I don't have a dick, but doesn't cold water make your dick shrink, or is it just the balls? It's both. Citan told me about you. I was shocked to see a couple lying down with blood all over them. A couple? Did that message go through? I think so. At any rate, you had a narrow escape. Faye, make sure you thank Tara. Tara, thank you very much for helping Ellie. Both Ellie and I were hurt so badly. What's that machine? We got the Star Wars Bacta tanks. I got auto modded, but I let it slide. Maybe the water was cold. You know, I gotta imagine, like, floating in a tub of gel has gotta feel great. Like... yeah. It's called a nanoreactor. It is a device that can rebuild substances at the molecular level. Not only can I just heal humans, but theoretically, I should also be able to create many substances. The water had bubbles, shit was boiling but real. The closest I can think of is, there are places that do, like, sensory deprivation tanks. And I feel like that's probably the closest you get to something like that. Because I'm pretty sure, like, sensory deprivation tanks, they have the water, like, at the exact temperature where, like, it's, like, just your body or whatever. So you don't feel the water, too. And you can literally just, float around in nothingness for a little bit. I think, me personally, I might lose my mind. Like, if all I could experience was my own thoughts, and, like, I could only hear my own body operate, because I've heard that could be a thing. Like, I remember watching a video of, like, oh, I go into the world's quietest room. If I had to hear the blood pumping through my body, I'd go insane. There's already this, like, weird thing that kind of bugs me, like, even just in day-to-day life that I hear. I don't know if y'all get this, and I don't know how to explain it, but sometimes I'll, like, roll my neck, right? And it'll sound like what sand feels like. Is that the best? That's probably the best way I can describe it.
Not only can it just heal humans, but theoretically it should also be able to create many substances.
Is that the same thing that the guys in Solaris... is that the same thing as Krelian is studying?
Yes, that's right. I was the one who taught nanotechnology to him.
You did. Had tinnitus, so constant ringing. Unfortunate.
We shouldn't waste time talking about such an unimportant subject. Looks like our treatment is done. Oh, you don't need to come. Just wait there.
He wants to cop a look. He wants to go see.
Fei.
Oh, she got dressed quick.
Ellie.
Fei,
Now, why don't you go to get some fresh air outside? It ought to ease the shock of the change.
So did they like salvage our Weltal? Our Valimar?
I knew it was you.
Fei?
When you came in the room just then, I was afraid you may have forgotten about me and everything else.
What do you mean?
I mean, because Ellie, you seemed a little different than before.
Has my face changed?
No, that's not it. It's more like... I mean, your atmosphere or impression is different. Just a little. But I felt something familiar. I felt the same way when I met you for the first time. Some peculiar feelings like we've met before somewhere. Fei sees her as a woman now. Fei sees her as his star-crossed lover. Is that the term for it? In many realities, they were together. Yeah, they're married now. They're married now.
Fei,
Yes.
I don't remember much what happened after we were shot down,
It's better that way.
but I heard someone calling my name. I felt I was covered with something very warm. I remember that clearly. Thank you, Fei.
Ellie.
Fei,
It's almost time for you to come back. There's something important we need to talk to you about.
Alright, I'm gonna try to do that for Tara.
Alright, we're coming.
Have we seen them kiss? Well, Ellie, shall we go see what's up?
sure.
Yeah, ruin the moment. How do we even go inside? Are these elevators? I'm sure she'd love to be covered in another warm fluid. Hey, yo! You know, I thought it, but I didn't say it.
How do you feel now? The fresh forest air should have refreshed you somewhat, huh? Anyways, it's about the removal of the seal. I found out it can be released by using the nanotechnology that regenerated you two. The nano-assemblers are enclosed in this pod.
If only we could scatter them all over the world.
There's an ancient military installation nearby. We might be able to use the mass driver located in there to launch this pod into the upper atmosphere. Once the nano-assemblers are released up there, the convection current should spread them over the world. I wish I could go do it, but I'm getting much too old for that type of thing. Then again, it's for your future. An old man should not butt in. You young ones must do it for yourselves.
Is that something we want to do, though?
Here. And of course, I'm not asking you to do it for free. Try this wristband on.
Don't put it on. Don't put it on. Do not put it on. Oh, he fucked up.
What is that?
This is an emotion control device in which nanotechnology is applied. From this mission.
Ooh, that voice kind of gets me to cough.
From this machine shaped as a wristband, nanomachines are infused through your epidermis into your brain. There, they refine the SSRI intercerebral substances such as serotonin that control emotions. Oh, well, I suppose it's rather difficult for you to understand.
Enjoy the rest of your stream, Weep. Yeah, no worries, guy. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for sticking around. Appreciate it. Man, using nanomachines to cure depression. Wouldn't that be something?
Oh, well, I suppose it's rather difficult for you to understand. But in short, it means that the manifestation of your second personality, id, can be suppressed.
Id. Fei.
Well, it's all theoretical, though. Oh, and I did one more thing as well. I installed the same control device in your gear.
That must have been big.
You mean it can release it at will?
Yes. I call it System id. But of course, it should not be overused. Use it only as a last resort.
I'm seeing like my mic pick up some audio, so I was like, I wonder what that is. It was a train running by. Probably don't hear it.
Ellie, Doc,
Fei, there was nothing you could do.
It will never happen again with Tarva's technology, though.
He is one of the 3 Shavat sages. Whether you believe it or not, it's up to you.
I believe it. We ain't seen anyone like Tara before.
Oh, it sounds like we have a guest.
It's Ramses. Funny because DID personality groups are called systems. Who's that?
Fei, we've got problems.
Shavat emissary. Don't they want us like carbonated?
Today a peace settlement between Eva and Kislev is being held at Shavat. But Solaris mobile weapons are approaching Shavat as we speak. Please help us. That has nothing to do with this young man. Tara! You're getting on my nerves for being so selfish. Citan told me about you. You showed up after finding out that id is now controllable. Aren't you ashamed? You haven't changed since then. You only care about yourselves. Fei, you don't need to listen to these guys once they tried to, these guys who once tried to kill you.
But I feel like we're being mad manipulated.
Please go. I'll go to the mass driver.
Ellie?
No matter what happened before, Shavat needs your help now. Although you may be saving some selfish people, there's still the world and its countries with many more innocent people. Please, don't forget that. Bart and his people are fighting to protect those same lives, aren't they?
Shit, I'm getting sleepy, BRB. Yeah, no worries, no worries.
So please go help them.
Are you sure? What about you?
Don't worry about me. I'll manage somehow.
But all by yourself? I will accompany Ellie. You do not need to worry. I have brought along my own Omni gear.
Excuse me, Citan? You wanna repeat that?
Your own Omni gear? Yes, my Omni gear. Fenrir. It is the same one I brought from Solaris. I left it with Gaspar in case of emergencies.
Doc.
Alright. Please take care of her for me. Ellie, be careful.
I will.
We're truly grateful for your kindness, Fei. Suit yourselves.
Don't worry, Fei, about my betrayer gear. I mean Omni gear. Haha.
Ignis, right? Yes, the goal of the enemy is to destroy the cities in Ignis. They have already destroyed half of Bledavik and will probably reach Nissan in about 4 hours.
Oh, damn.
Shivat will try to drive them back with all the power it has.
4 hours. That's cutting it close.
No need to worry. Balthazar and I fixed your gear with the nanomachines. It's much more powerful than it was ever before. Why, you should get there in half the time.
What? Is Old Man Bao here?
Emeralda is here as well.
Daughter's here? Oh, damn. Valimar looking chunky now. It's like so much more like stocky. Looks like we can actually take a hit. This is incredible.
We meet again. The host for the spirit of the Slayer of God. I didn't think I would ever work on it again.
But why are you both helping me?
There are some things you just can't explain with the word fate. You're just going to have to see it with your own eyes.
Fei, going?
Yeah, I better hurry. Hey, where are you going?
Fei, please hurry.
Alright. We just woke up, man. Emeralda's totally got her own gear, huh? We're gonna have to play as Ellie and Citan here, huh? I was kind of hoping we'd follow Fei a little more.
Are you sure you want to go through with this? You wanted to live quietly away from the battlefield, did you not?
I noticed myself running away from reality. At first I thought my situation was similar to his. I thought Fei would understand my feelings. I didn't know if my love for him was real. I might have been desperate after losing my mother and father.
Ellie.
Despite all that, I may still love him. That's why I want to see what Fei can do and what I can do. I want us to be apart and think about ourselves again. I want to see how I really feel.
You have changed a lot, Ellie. What happened to you in the past 3 weeks?
Really? I don't think I've changed.
Yes, you have. I should say, you've matured. Like a mother.
Excuse me? I'm only 18 years old. I'm nowhere near the age of being your mother.
Sorry, you gave me the impression, that's all.
Anyway, Citan, I'm going now.
Alright, I'll follow you as soon as I finish off here.
I go too.
What?
I go.
Noobly ready in case Noobly falls asleep. Now, yeah, I feel like we've probably kind of hit the low point before we hit some peaks again. So like, definitely feel like after everything we went through leaving Solaris and stuff and all the reveals, that was like the big like whoa moment, and now we're kind of gonna have to work back up to that sort of level again. Because yeah, even though like Bledavik and like what's the other one, Bledavik and Kislev are under attack, and Nissan's gonna get like under siege like pretty soon too, it kind of feels like the stakes have like finally kind of calmed down a little bit, weirdly.
Emeralda, I can't take anyone else along with me for something like this. I'll be fine on my own. If Ellie goes, I go too. Emeralda have to go with you.
Emeralda.
No, Emeralda go too.
Why not let her go? I'm sure Solaris has a hunch about the limiter. They may interfere, so you may feel uneasy going in alone. I think Emeralda is cut out for this job. Besides, she's going to want to go no matter what. Take care of her until I can join you, please. How often does Citan manipulate and gaslight people? Feels like too often. He's like the worst.
Okay, you win.
Let's help each other, alright?
I can do it alone. You just watch.
Giving me the same energy as like when I was a kid and I'd like run across the house and be like, look at how fast I can run. Any of y'all do that? Because like I feel like I did that growing up a lot. When I was like really young, I was like really bored. I would go from like one side of the house to the other, like full dead sprint. Yeah, he's not evil per se, but I have no idea what his morals are. Yeah, he's just like all over the place. An inconsistent like moral compass. Yo, what's Tara doing in the corner? Hey, yo! Oh shit, Graph Pump came out of nowhere?
I thought so. So you were the one who brought Fei and his girl to me. I realized it the minute I saw the two of them. Why, how could I help but notice? They looked the splitting image of you and her. Yes, just as you yourselves looked way back then. Right, Lacan?
How very like Yoda in Dagobah. Okay, so there's only 2 people on the polycule.
What do you mean he's still alive?
Yeah, so anyways, the reason Citan let Fei and Ellie eat that was because he wanted to destabilize Fei so he could come out. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like what I said. Because I was saying, like, Citan's whole bit was just to, like, make Fei confront the evils and potentially, like, draw it out. I think I said something along those lines. Or, like, he was doing it to incite a reaction is maybe my exact wording.
Yes.
Ridiculous. Didn't Ramses shoot him down?
Okay, so, like, is it more than... is it 2 or is it more? So, this red guy has 2 eyes. She was also on the gear that Ramses shot down. I won't have her die. This blue guy's got 2 eyes.
But there is already a mother. Although she may be the anti-type, as long as the current mother exists.
As far as I see it, that is not complete. Now this red guy is missing an eye. So is that not 3?
Quite picky, are you? Didn't you say you threw away all human emotion?
I don't care what you think. Anyways, as far as he's concerned, I'll put Ramses onto him. Any objections? Where is he presently? And there's like a weird, like kind of more purplish teal guy with the missing left eye.
Atronach is destroyed, but part of the memory cube is still active. We should still be able to locate individuals.
And then this blue guy seems like he's like kind of like angry emoji a little more than the other blue guy. Do you know what I mean? His eyes also kind of seem a little different too. Like he's got the like really white, whatever they're called.
Wait a moment, he has left the crash site and is heading towards Ignis.
Also, I think he's a little more white than blue. I see. So he's left the area. That means it's only a matter of time before the seal is broken. Yeah, and then this red guy's got like a kind of like dopey looking eye. You know what I mean? His eyes are slanted downward. It's like another different red guy. I mean, it could just be like a lot of different facial expressions too.
but I want to say that it feels like they're all like different people. And like the only one that's missing right now, I think was like Dr. Stone or like Dr. Hammer or whatever his name was. I think it was Dr. Stone, because Dr. Stone was the only one that like blew up and died. Oh, maybe one more too, because it looks like there's another like disconnected signal screen down there too.
Did you say something?
It's nothing. Just sit there and wait for the good news. Yeah, and this one is also different too. He's kind of got like a more like furrowed brow. Or furrowed is maybe the wrong word. But like his brow is a little more like lower. What about retrieving the girl? The key is already beginning to resonate. The time of the resurrection is near. We can get the girl anytime. It doesn't have to be now. Let's take our time. But it can still be a polycule with 3. On my way to Ignis, I re-encountered him. Karan Ramses. Wait, really? Ramses once again stood in my way in his Omnigear vendetta. Okay, I get what you mean about this now, Noobly. This is kind of weird that they decided to do it this way. It was an unavoidable battle. I released a new function that was added to my Mark II gear. System aid. Ooh, I like that system id design. Gotta say, it kind of reminds me of like what's his name from Overkill? Attack level infinity? And we just like lose. Damn! We're just gonna like keep breaking his pose. Maybe we want a booster. We lost the... Oh, did I go back to normal mode? Oh, dang. Okay, we'll activate system mid again. That was kind of nuts. The game was like, oh, don't use it. Don't use it too much. Oh, cool. This is the part where my emulator started crashing. Ayo. Hopefully we don't run into any problems like that too. Ramses. Ramses's absolute confidence was shattered, leaving only his cry of disbelief and resentment. Ramses's machine disappeared into a sea of foliage. Why he was so fixated on me, I know not why, but he did say this. If only you didn't exist. In order to disperse the nanomachines, Emeralda and I headed for one of the ruins of the Zeboim civilization, the mass driver facility. Okay. It is very, like, weirdly giving me synopsises for things that I didn't get a chance to do. Fortunately, the facility was still active, which allowed us to proceed onto the central control room with little difficulty.
Along the way, we saw various missiles and giant rockets that were created during the Zeboim era. We're starting to see why Disc 2 is so divisive. I feel like with all that's going on here, this could have been the opening act to like a Xenogears 2. Rather than like Screenshot City. Because like unfortunately it's kind of Screenshot City after everything we've been through. Along the way, we saw various missiles and giant rockets that were created during the Zeboim era. They stood like tombstones of that ancient civilization. It was a graveyard for a race of people who destroyed each other over pride and arrogance. Once arriving at the central control room, we met up with Citan, who helped activate the mass driver. We succeeded in launching the capsule containing the nanomachines, which would release the seal limiter. Yeah, development of this game was troubled to say the least. Feels like it would have been like a development time issue. 98. When did the PS2 came out in like 2004? Maybe like Squaresoft or like Square Enix or whatever they were at the time had to move on to a different project and this was taking too long. And with it being maybe like an untested IP, they decided to just finish the whole story in one go rather than like potentially make a second game. Because yeah, opening up a second game with everything that we've been through here and actually going and like finding the facility as like Ellie and Citan and like running into Ramses on the way there, I feel would have been like a good opening act to a second game. Yeah, and this would feel like a really like gigantic earned moment if we went and did that. If I had already, like we're only like maybe 20 or 30 minutes in and I'm like, damn. If they ever like remade this game or like, you know, did something else with it, it would have to be a remake, actually. This would be one of those moments where I'd be like, oh yeah, remake. If they remade it, they would have to, I feel like they would have to like make all of this playable rather than just like tell us about it. The nanomachines that were scattered into the upper atmosphere began to multiply and spread throughout the whole of the world. The nanomachines glittered in the sunlight, flowing like a large river in the sky. That glitter would remove the bonds restraining everyone. It was to be our light of hope for regaining back our true freedom. Damn, that... this... You know, I thought... Okay. I might have to be in the camp of like, damn, why did this 2 end up this way? Otherwise, like, up until this point, Disc 1 was so good. Disc 1 was incredibly good. I mean, I'll wait for like the peak moments of Disc 2, but like, wow, like it's like so immediately like why aren't we seeing this? Solaris's mobile surface supremacy weapon invaded the area with great force. Shivat and Nissan's standard gear battalions were no match against it. It was only a matter of time before the Solaris mobile weapon arrived in Nissan. After we pushed back the Solarian gear units, we headed for Norchen, to the Kislev capital. The Kislev capital's administrative district.
We went there to obtain our one and only means of standing up against the mobile weapon. Save current data? Like, I'm getting too, like... I didn't think I'd get annoyed. I'm getting a little annoyed. I thought it would be, like, less heavy-handed than this. I thought it would get more, like, I don't know, introspective and, like, visual novel-y in a way. Like, I mean, it is kind of getting visual novel-y, but, like, I thought it was going to be, like, in the way, like, oh, there was really no need for battles and stuff. But it feels like there's a ton of, like, battles and exploration and things going on that should have been played. Yeah, basically wanted more time and money, and Squaresoft said no, so they had to make do and just get their vision out. Yeah. That's so heartbreaking, because I think if they were able to actually, like, do everything here, this would all be so peak still. Continue the game, yeah. This too was a lot of reading, one vendetta fight, and then, like, they're like, all right, you want to keep going? The Kislev capital's Norchun Central Administrative District itself was a secret battleship, constructed by Bart's ancestor, Roni Fatima, after the Great War with Solaris many hundreds of years ago. Okay, see, like, I always thought that. And now they're just outright writing it down in, like, a little text paragraph. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean when I say the ambition is both greatest strength and greatest weakness. Uh-huh. Yeah, no, I get that. It was ambitious in the way of, like, they didn't have time to finish the game. Or they didn't have the resources to finish the game. But, like, if they did, though, it would have been an all-timer. Like, I feel like everything we've experienced here... Yeah, the game was rushed by Squaresoft. I think it was supposed to be, like, 3 or 4 CDs for the full story. I would have believed that. Because it feels like up until this point, like, if we had to do the facility leading to removing the limiters on all of, like, the world or whatever... If we had to go to Bledavik and defend it from the mobile weapons platform from Solaris, and then, like, had to move to Kislev to then discover the battleship, that already feels like something I would have spent 8 to 10 hours on. Maybe, like, all right, that's an overreach. I'd say maybe about, like, 4 to 6. That feels like a 4 to 6 hour thing, and we kind of just went over it in, like, 5 minutes. Yeah, it was either this or leave the game incomplete. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ah, man, I don't know. I think if it was me and my vision, I would have left the game incomplete, personally, because it would have been much better to have the incredible, like, nature of everything that happened in Disc 1 and then leave it on a cliffhanger. If the sales were good, Square would have believed in the project and then let them continue developing their vision. I have to believe, because money talks. And, like, as someone who has, like, come into the game with, like, no knowledge, like, no expectations of, like, what I was expecting to see, for, like, the normal person to, like, pick up and play this game, I feel like they would have had it. I feel like the word of mouth of, like, Disc 1 being really, really incredibly put together and maybe just like tie it up in a different way where it feels like a complete product, even if it's not a complete story. Maybe it would have been a better fate. But I don't know what was going on in production where they were like not thinking in that sense too. In that sense too, I mean, game development was totally in a different space back then, like as well. But yeah, pacing just fell off a cliff. It really did. It really did. In the most like unfortunate way. I was like, low key, I was so excited to like jump into disc 2 and be like, oh, this is actually kind of good. Oh, I like, maybe I like disc 2 and like other people are wrong. Cause sometimes I've been that way. I've been that way with a couple of things where like, I feel like I have been okay or like actually liked a thing that most people didn't. But I think in this case, no, it genuinely is kind of just like a bad move. Uncovering this truth from some ancient records, Bart activated the secret battleship in order to fight against the Solarian mobile surface supremacy weapon. The sand cruiser Yggdrasil was actually the center of command, and also the main secret weapon of the craft. Awakening from 500 years of dormancy, its true form appeared before us. Commanded by its new master, the secret battleship stood before the mobile weapon with all of us inside it. I think, like, I would have accepted this if the storytelling remained more personal. Like, I would have happily sat there and read about, you know, Fei and Bart scrambling to figure out, oh, is this battleship gonna work? Can we get this up? Like, is this supremacy platform going to destroy Bledevik? Or, Nortron, I mean? I would have loved for them to go more in depth. I would have taken 20 more tech screens of story and, like, interpersonal dialogue and, like, things going on than, like, a breakdown of this happened, then this happened, then this happened. Are we getting into another fight? Yeah, they just didn't have time for it. Yeah, it's like, that's so unfortunate. That is such a fumble from Square. What the fuck? The ship is a mech? That's kind of dope. This thing is so gigantic. Supreme Dimensional Gear Yggdrasil 4. We like doing that fucking Gurren Lagann scaling.
All right, transformation complete. Come on, monster, let's go.
Whoa. Oh, that's nothing. Yeah, it really is, but at least we got Saga and Blade out of Square fucking up and causing the devs of the game to leave. Mm-hmm. Brando, are you still here, by the way? I'm curious about your take on what Xenosaga was like. I don't know if you played Xenosaga. Because I know your opinion on Xenoblade already, but I don't think we've ever talked about Xenosaga. Yeah, Xenosaga was good, not as much as Xenogears, but decent. Ooh. Never finished it, and I barely remember what I played. Oof. Do I want to use 9,000 fuel and potentially leave myself scarce? Fuck it, we ball. Wait, the fucking Yggdrasil is a gun? That's so badass! Honestly, I'd accept Disc 1 being slightly lesser quality if it meant Disc 2 got more time. The Solaris mobile weapon was destroyed, which brought a sigh of relief to the continent of Ignis. Peace was signed, and after some 500 years of division, the land of Ignis once again became united. Yeah, see, like... I feel like you could have made an entire arc of the game about that. Like... This was the first time we saw the Solaris weapons platform. And like... We dealt with that so quickly. Excitement spread throughout Ava, Nissan, Kislev, Shavat. The sky shimmered as if to celebrate. By the hands of Ellie, Citan, Tara, and Emeralda, the nanomachines had been dispersed into the atmosphere. That was when disaster struck. Our songs of victory were replaced by the sounds of total pandemonium. In the beginning, we had no idea what had transpired. We witnessed unexplicable phenomena. People from all parts of the globe began to mutate into abnormal forms. It seemed to be triggered when the nanomachines removed the limiter seal that was placed on humankind by Krellian in the past. The human form with its innate abilities released. That's when I remembered what Hammer had said back in Solaris. His words were, "What becomes of the normal humans?" We just come back to the polycule, they're like, well fuck, we're shit out of ideas, guys. So they are naturally germinating because the resurrection of God is near. Those who will become the body of our servant. I never knew so many would exist, even without using the key. But some of them still have not yet begun to germinate. Are they not destined to be the flesh of God? Well, perhaps those are the enemies of God. Let us reactivate the strategic points of the Soylent. At any rate, they are just incomplete mutants. They are useless now in their half-finished form. God's apostles. There cannot be any harm in having too many of them. The chains that restrain humankind have been removed because of you. But that doesn't mean there is anything wrong with our plan. Everything is still under control. In the event of the explosion in the capital of Solaris earlier, I had set up a nanomachine virus to diffuse into the atmosphere. I knew they were eventually going to break the seal, but the timing was a little close for comfort. The current mutations of the humans are an initial response to the virus. Very like Enclave FEV virus, I will say. in a way. Once the virus we spread over the world germinates inside of the humans, they are no longer the same. They change into a controllable form. We need humans that do not depend on the key's invocation in order to awaken. In other words, a being to take the place of the original body of God.
It's like a Trojan horse released at the time of the assimilation with God. A literal virus. But isn't it different from what they intended?
Of course. We can't let them have it their way. The Ark of God is mine.
Either way is fine by me. I will just side with whichever is the more certain one anyways.
The Soylent System. A group of facilities formerly created by Solaris. These facilities existed all over the Earth. It's said that originally these were used for biological experiments and brainwashing. The people who mutated into what were called wells, or the true form of humans, gathered at these facilities. Some of the humans turned wells were attacking healthy humans and devouring their flesh and blood. That's because healthy human flesh and blood ease the pain of their sudden molecular changes and let them live longer. Their lives were so short. I want to watch stream, but I'm also feeling sleepy. Yeah, no worries, no worries. The VOD will be there. We're probably not going to go for, like, a crazy long time, too. I feel like today might be, like, one of the more, like, shorter ones. I feel like, coming off of the heels of the end of Disc 1, I want to get myself in the right headspace to be, like, seeing and reading things like this. Give myself time to process. Yeah, we'll go to sleep. I can't. We'll come back if I can't. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Thank you for stopping by. I always appreciate your company. Go and get yourself some good rest. Soon after, several mutated beings started to seek the flesh and blood of the less mutated beings, until only one remained. The Soylent System divides and merges those mutated bodies on a molecular level. A set of facilities that recreate a more perfect single life form to be used as a weapon. This is the truth behind the Gazelle Ministry's M plan. This is really making me think a lot about Trails, too. How very, like, Ouroboros-y. Or not Ouroboros. Ouroboros isn't this evil. How very, like, DG culty. It's like if DG Cult was able to, like, hang on to, like, major influence, like, around the world. Go to those facilities and you'll be freed from the unbearable agony. So people gathered, seeking a fulfillment of this promise. There is salvation there. The news spread, although no one actually uttered it. Their mutated blood probably told such people to gather there. They're building a fucking human reaper! We went there to destroy the Soylent System. There, humans fought amongst themselves greedily for limited pardons to live. It was an ugly battle to keep on living, and so it may have seemed to the casual passerby. But to me, they were desperately trying to live. It was each person's natural human form. There were the haves and the have-nots. And among them,
were some of my former friends from Solaris. They wanted our flesh and blood. They told us the haves should share with the have-nots. They asked if a have such as myself could understand their pain. I couldn't answer. No matter what I said, it would have sounded like a conceited have speaking. Even so, I wanted to relieve their anguish, and I decided to do so. Just like the person in the memories of my dreams, in the distant past. Then suddenly the system went out of control. The Sioux mass, a monstrous organism still in the process of amalgamation, broke through the barrier of the life support facilities and stood before us. No longer of human form, that which was once human, began eating the people gathered there seeking relief. We had to fight it in order to save the people, and in order to save him. The eyes of that which was once human looked at me, pleading for death, to take away the agony.
Yeah, crazy work. Like, we didn't even get to explore a facility. That actually makes me so sad. Wait, aren't we in trouble? Maybe not. Oh, no, we are. They haven't died. Is this gonna be like a forced loss? Because this is gonna be a hard one to come back to. Oh, never mind. You know what? All good. It doesn't seem like they did a lot of damage. They seem... I remember them, like, regenning from fire. So I don't think this is gonna work, but... yeah, Ellie is feeling very useless here. I'm sorry to say. Alright. Well, just keep swinging. We take what we can. Oh! Oh, it healed them. This is gonna be a tough fight, like a weirdly tough fight. I'm just glad the big guy doesn't seem to do damage. We are going to need some healing soon. Yeah, give me a Xenogears remake, but give me a turbo mode. Or don't make these fights as long. Because these fights are really long. Could just be Zoomer Brain. Okay, there we go. Youch! Where was that damage earlier? Hmm. Kind of weird. Let's keep the interpersonal relationship stuff maybe out of the chat. I'm gonna like remove that. Just feels a little weird. Be mindful. As a time and place. We're here to play Xenogears. Fuck me, I wasn't paying attention and I just lost 2 people. Whoops. Let's bring Citan back. If you like don't have any Zeta Souls, this must really be ass. Maybe like Citan's got some sort of defense thing I can use. The problem is like I can never tell like damage types. Right? Like blocks earth attack, blocks wind, water, fire. I don't know what a Seufall mass is. And what happened? I was working on making the last piece of the night. Oh, last piece of the night. So welcome on back, Archelaus. Yeah, if it's about like the deleted message, I'll go ahead and DM. It's kind of strange. Not really the place for it. I was listening but not looking at the screen. Oh, about just like Xenogears entirely? Yeah, we went into our like synopsis arc. This too has kind of unfortunately fallen off a cliff. And we've gone through like the amount of story that you might see in like 12 hours in like 20 minutes. Actually so heartbreaking. Wait, I don't know if we can kill him. 380 damage? Like getting healed? We do have a combo ready. Let's like upper attack and then hit a crazy combo. Oh, didn't mean to do that to Fei. But we will take the Fei combo regardless. What about deleted message now? Yeah, no worries, no worries. I hated losing seats on there. Are we gonna run out of Zeta Souls? Stop fucking targeting Citan. He's my damage right now. Alright. I guess we'll do this again. In case the effect wore off. And now we'll do... Actually, is it better for me to just do a bunch of small moves? Maybe a bunch of 5s. And 1 6. Yeah, that's still decent damage. I hope it doesn't die because I want Fei to get the XP. How many more Zeta Souls do I got? I got 10 more reses. Just finishing the last piece of order for work. Fuck, man. This thing really just be like dropping the Family Guy death pose on all of our party members. It's at half health, which is not good. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna try a bunch of damage blocking, see what works. Because obviously, there's something not working here. This can't be the way the game was intended to be like, oh yeah, you gotta do this. So, I'm gonna make a save here and assume that every attack it's shooting at us is Earth. What is Seafall Mass? It is not Earth. Is it wind? It is not wind. Is it water? It is not water. Is it fire? Okay, so it's like no fucking point. I'll heal, but he one-shots us all anyways. I don't know, maybe like a defense up? I feel like that's also kind of not going to do anything, though. It's worth a try. That don't fucking do shit. Defense is a dump stat. I'm gonna try to save up some combo. Yeah, we're already maxed out there. I think we need an attack up on everyone, because everyone's got like some amount of damage saved up. Please hit like Fei or something. Okay. There we go. And Fei didn't get any of that. Yeah, we just really had to sit there and burst his ass down.
Citan, please lend me your sword.
Going for the eyes. Oh. Oh, it's got...
I'm sorry. I guess I couldn't help you after all. All I can do for you now is ease your wounds. I'm so sorry.
Ellie. You...
Ooh, I kind of really dug the symbolism with the crosses in the back there too.
Please, listen to me. Stop fighting among yourselves. We're all human. This facility was built by the Solaris Ministry. It was created to implement their no-waste plan. Such facilities were to convert mutated humans into weapons that serve as tools for their ambitions. Just one part of their overall plan of racial purification.
Oh, flashback to Sophia. This has happened before.
Of course, once you enter the umbrella of our protection, you can avoid absolute death. But is that human life? Even if you are the only one left, if you are devoid of a heart, what does it all mean? All of you want to be loved, needed by someone, so we look to others. By ourselves, we are lonely, so we try to draw close together to live. That's what it means to be human. That's how people live. A single hand cannot clap. To relieve your pain, I'll give however much of my flesh you need. Therefore, don't throw away your dignity as humans. Don't let go of your human heart.
Ellie, are you okay? What are you doing?
You think I'm doing something foolish?
No.
I only did what I could. Maybe I'm a hypocrite. A well-to-do have. Maybe it's only pity for the have-nots. But if I can know the joy of giving out a little of the life within me, then maybe someday it may be possible that one human can truly give love to another. People can do it. I truly believe they can. That's why.
Ellie.
After that, we went from place to place, destroying all the Soylent System facilities located on the surface of the Earth, and freed the people held at each of the locations. All the people that had been mutated were taken in by Nissan, where they received treatment. Those who had mutated only mildly were treated with Tara's nanomachines, which reconstructed and revived them. Kind of surprised he won that. If I recall correctly, you were supposed to leave one ad alive so the boss doesn't use the drain attack. Oh. Wow, we really brute forced that bad boy then, huh? With like fucking 30 revives in a dream. They were able to return back to their normal bodies. Unfortunately, there were some that had accelerated symptoms, that their treatment was not as promised, or was not as promising. Trying to bring them back to a form that resembled a human was the best that could be done. However, mysteriously, they no longer fought each other for survival as they did when they were held by the Soylent System. Of course, the recovery from the physical pain of the mutation may have played a factor, but it wasn't only that. The majority of the people received by Nissan were those that had been admonished by Ellie and had regained their humanity. Are we kind of on some Fata Morgana bullshit where Ellie is the saint? Between her work in destroying the solar system facilities, Ellie also went around and nursed the people back in Nissan. Can't talk. She aided the bodies of the mutated and lent an ear to those who had no other place to go for help. She was the very image of the woman who created Nissan, Mother Sophia. It became rumored that Ellie was a reincarnation or a second advent of Sophia. Go to Nissan and you will receive salvation. The news seemed to spread further about, and people came from all over to be saved, both physically and spiritually. Free from the supervision of Solaris, the surface dwellers began to unite in one place.
Boy, we're really screwing the pooch here, ain't we?
The germinating of those destined to be the body of the servant of God.
As before, the humans are gathering in Nissan. At this rate.
Not to fear. This might actually be helpful for us.
The time is near. Should we not prepare for those who will become the fleshly body of God, and those who will awaken God?
The time has come to activate the Geisha key.
Yeah, that did always look like a little keyhole.
What the?
Cain.
No, the Emperor caught on.
What more do you intend to do? I cannot allow you to use the key.
What? Cain, what are you doing?
Without the resurrection of God, our purpose cannot be fulfilled.
Or are you planning on perishing with God, Cain? Without fulfilling our purpose?
Your purpose. You were fated to it from your birth. You were fated to it from your birth. Why haven't you realized that it does not arise from your own free will?
I've heard enough. Yes, this is this is of our own volition.
If you still insist on opposing us,
Wah!
have you forgotten? You are my subordinates. I can destroy you if I so desire. We have already done our part. It's time to pass the helm to the next generation. The people will not perish.
Although the initial impact of being released from the limiter seal caused some momentary chaos, everything slowly began to settle down. We then began to search for the anima relics, the catalyst that transformed gears into omni-gears. In the past, 10 relics have been recovered. It's said that about half of those are in the hands of the Ministry. According to Zephyr, there should be several more relics hidden in the land. We knew then that Solaris would most certainly be searching for them. There was no way we could allow Solaris to have them. We visited the place where, using archaic records, Zephyr and her people had been able to get clues on the whereabouts of the relics. Following the information we obtained from there, we headed towards the ruins of what seemed to be an ancient civilization. This feels like a whole ass game already. I'm so disappointed. We'll bring the child. Let's see how the child performs. Can we, like, get in our gear? Kind of weird that they just made us walk around without our gears. I guess it was only a short walk. I just, like, don't want to risk it. I don't want to get into a fight with, like, a gear-sized enemy. Oh. Oh, a real dungeon. That's kind of a cool attack. Oh, am I gonna be in trouble here though? It feels like the enemies are very beefy. That's one. Nanobolt Earth Cube. Oh, I can see why Nubly was like, oh, Emeralda just kind of diffs or like power creeps Ellie. Because Emeralda is the same way. Okay. I wonder. Is this a long dungeon? Because I feel like with the rate that things have been moving, it might be kind of cool to just like take a break, take a breather. You know, we've kind of like seen a little bit of what is in store for us in Disc 2. And if we have a dungeon here, I might actually finally do the thing and grind out some death blows while I have the opportunity to here. I've always left myself in a place where I couldn't. Yeah. Yeah, I'll probably go ahead and call it here. This is like a nice little spot. It's kind of, we'll just have to remember what happened. Let me make some saves here. But yeah, that's going to be it for me tonight. For everyone who stopped by, for everyone who stuck around, thank you so much. Always appreciate the company. Make sure to like and subscribe, as that does help us out immensely. And, boy. We'll see where this goes. I can feel it getting better. But, like, I understand why people have problems with this too. On the offset. Yeah, GG's. Thank you. Peace.